am live anyway. So it says that I am live. So I am here and I am going to tell you why I'm breaking up with YouTube. Yeah, I am breaking up with YouTube. YouTube is like a bad boyfriend. You know he's bad for you, but you keep coming back. I'm not breaking up with the community though. Just YouTube. When I say YouTube, I am specifically talking about Google, YouTube, the company, not the people. The people are great. I love the people. But the company, oh my gosh, it's really bad. Well, yeah, there's good and bad people everywhere. But I'm breaking up with YouTube, the company. And I'm going to explain to you why. But first, I'm going to make this window small so that I can see my YouTube channel, because that's how I am able to see my video. So I put my video right next to this video, and then I am able to see the comments. I don't know how other people do it, but this is the only way. It's not easy. It's not easy. I have to play with this so that I can get both windows to come up at the same time. Okay, finally. No, see, as soon as I click on it, the other window disappears. So I don't know. See, that's part of the reason why I'm breaking up with YouTube. Hey, Amy. All right, Amy, how you doing? I'm just explaining. I'm going to start to explain now the things that I don't like about YouTube and why I'm breaking up with them and what I mean by breaking up, okay? I'm not really going to go anywhere, but, YouTube is like a bad boyfriend. You just dedicate too much time and energy, and they don't deserve it. So YouTube doesn't really deserve it. They don't support their content creators. They have these rules and regulations, and they accuse you of breaking them when you don't break them, and you can't tell them you don't break them, and something's wrong because they don't really talk to you. They send you robotic emails. Hi, Marjorie. So, it's like a bad boyfriend. Like you're in a fight with your boyfriend and he doesn't want to listen to you. And you're trying to explain. But I tried to call you back. But my cell phone didn't have batteries. But whatever. And he's not even listening to you. He's like, not even listening to you. And that's how YouTube is. YouTube is a bad boyfriend. But and then you see like you're working hard, you do everything people tell you to do. Nice thumbnails, you put a nice thumbnail. A nice little jingle, I got a nice little jingle. Be active, put a lot of videos on, talk to a lot of people. I do all of that. And then YouTube doesn't treat me right. And then you see, this is not right. Something's not happening properly. So I'm like breaking up with them. And when I say breaking up, this is what I mean. I am not going to do all of the things the way the YouTube experts tell me to do them. I'm not. It's just taking too much time. The little jingle, editing, what else? The thumbnail. It's just taking too much time. It's just too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it so that it doesn't take time, so that I'm still able to communicate with my friends, because we've made friends, right? Marjorie, I consider you my friend. Amy, I consider you my friend. We've made friends. We have friendships. And if I just disappear, then I won't see you. That's not fun. But if I keep giving my quality time to this bad boyfriend YouTube, that's no good. Okay? You have a bad boyfriend, Throw him to the curb. Hey, Julie. So that's what I'm going to do. I am throwing him to the curb. All of these rules and regulations that people tell you, these strategies, you know, do this, do that. I have followed every single one plus. And YouTube is not treating me right. Number one, you know, I know, and Marjorie, I know you work very hard too. I have an average of maybe 150 views on my videos. That's nothing. That is chicken feed. That's like no good in relation to how much I'm working. So maybe my videos are horrible. So if they're horrible, then maybe I shouldn't invest any more time in them because maybe I just don't have the skill. I mean, you have to be realistic at a certain point. You know, you have to say, well, maybe I should do something else. So, you know, I see other people and they have 400 views, 700 views. And I'm wondering, well, I don't know. They must be really a lot better than I am. And I must be really dense that I can't see the difference. That's terrible, right? Timeless Beauty, how you doing? Marsha, how you doing? Nona Grace, hi. So thank you, Marjorie. Thank you. I know some people tell me, and you know, oh no, I like your videos. They put me in a good mood. You're always happy. Yes, I like being happy, but it's not, you know, it's not working for me. I like being happy, but when YouTube takes away too much of my time, no. Hi, Rindy Harrison. No, I think that there's two problems here with this bad boyfriend. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube is a bad boyfriend. And two problems with YouTube. One, YouTube itself as a company is just bad. It's like evil. If they see this video, they're going to shut me down. But I think they're just a heartless, evil company. Hi, Gail. Gail, how are you? So I think I'm really like talking bad about YouTube. But anyway, I think it's a bad relationship. So YouTube is bad. YouTube doesn't like people. YouTube doesn't talk to people, and YouTube is robotic. They do not talk to you. And they just treat you badly. Bad boyfriend, you know, an abusive relationship. All right. And then the other thing, what's the name of this YouTube boyfriend? I got to find a name for the YouTube boyfriend. You know, I don't know, but YouTube is a bad boyfriend. That's it. Yeah, Marjorie, it's all about their money. Hey, Shake Up Makeup, Laura, how you doing? So, okay, so that's the first reason why I'm breaking up with YouTube. I'm breaking up with YouTube because they are a bad, abusive boyfriend. It's a bad relationship. So I'm breaking up with them. I don't want to be abused, okay? This boyfriend YouTube doesn't listen to me. This boyfriend YouTube doesn't talk to me. This boyfriend YouTube does not give me the time of day. Hey, Carla, how are you? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know, honey. Bella from Beauty on a Budget. Everybody says, oh, I love your videos. I love your videos. Yeah, okay, fine. But I'm only getting 150 views on average on a good day. So something's wrong with my videos, you know? End of story. Something's wrong with my videos. So it's like a boyfriend telling you, oh, I love you, but he doesn't call you for a week. It's the same thing. The bad boyfriend. Okay? Very bad boyfriend. All right. So then the other part of this equation is that, I don't know. You see, and I hate to count other people's blessings. I'd rather focus on my own. But you see other channels, and I don't think they're doing anything wrong, or I'm not accusing anybody. No, I don't want to do that. I definitely don't. So I'm going to catch myself if I come close to doing that, because I don't want to do that. But then you see other channels that I'm looking at them and I love them to death, bless their heart, but they're not excellent. And they're getting like 500 views. I'm like, what? How? What? How? I don't know. So I must be, my perception must be very dense that when I look at my videos, I guess I love myself and I say, oh, that's a cute video. And maybe it's terrible. Or I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So, no, Gail, I am not leaving, but I am setting this boyfriend straight. I am not letting this boyfriend abuse me anymore. No, this YouTube boyfriend, yeah, you're right. We got to give him a name. We got to give this YouTube a name. Figure it out. Somebody give me a good a good name for YouTube. Rindy says, you bad. Oops, you bad. That's a potential name. Oh, you bad. I get it. Yeah, let's call YouTube you bad. Oh, I love it. You bad. Rindy, you're good. So Rindy says, you bad. That's a potential name. Thank you for the info. I asked because I have a friend wanting to post videos, but we don't know the details of the demonetization. The details of the demonetization is this. Have you ever been in a wonderful, loving relationship with a boyfriend? And then all of a sudden, he just starts the ghost on you, disappears, never calls you again. And if you call him, he says, I'm sorry, but it's over. What? What? Everything was great. Told me you loved me like 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's done. Okay, that's demonetization for you. Okay, Carla from Two Real Chicks. She says we should call him Bad Bubba. YouTube boyfriend, Bad Bubba. Okay, that's another way. You all have to come up with a name for this YouTube boyfriend, which is horrible. Yeah. So I'm breaking up with YouTube. And what does that mean? I'm not going to go away, but I'm not investing my time anymore. I'm not giving YouTube my time because the company doesn't deserve it. The people do. Okay. So you are my friends. I love Gail. Okay. I love Laura. I love Carla. I love Marsha. I love everybody. I love, hey, Tiger is a Rose. How you doing? Yeah, see what I mean? She's only getting like 10 views or something like that. All right. And then I see people getting 500 million, 10,000. Okay, you're good, but you're not 500 million, 10,000 good. Sorry. I mean, I love you, but that's the truth. Yeah, I'm thinking that to my head. I'm not telling them because you don't want to break anybody's heart. You don't want to make them feel bad. But have you seen that? So I'm not accusing them of anything. I'm not. Maybe it's the YouTube boyfriend thing again. You know how sometimes a boyfriend can break up with you and then you see that boyfriend with another girl and you say, what? You switched me for that one? What? So maybe YouTube picks these channels that you would be, why would YouTube promote that channel and put it in search and there's no metadata supporting that this channel do so much better. So, that's a way of thinking about it. You don't have to always think, oh, this person's cheating the system. And you know what? I don't care if they're cheating the system or not. That's their choice on them, their karma, whatever. But Marsha, but it's not about us being mature or not, and that's why we don't have big channels. It's not about that, Marsha. It's about YouTube just being totally unresponsive. YouTube is that bad boyfriend that never wants to connect and never wants to talk and only wants to do what he wants to do. Because I've seen women who have, mature women who have, a lot of subscribers. I don't know, maybe 7,000, whatever. To me, that's a lot. Okay. Because I can't pass this 2,800 mark and I'm pushing it. But that's not the issue. The issue is that they can have over 5,000 and then they'll have 400 views, 500 views, 2,000 views, and they'll be in the 5,000 subscriber list, you know, that number. And I'm like, well, I have 150 views. I don't pass that. It's a wall. It is a wall. So yeah, you know, I don't know. I'm telling you, I am telling you. Yeah, Gail, you know, I think something is happening. And I think it's the bad boyfriend situation. Some people are only blaming it on buying views and that some content creators are doing things that are not, you know, honest. And who knows, maybe that has some part in it. But I think it's YouTube. I think it's a bad boyfriend. I think that's it. I think YouTube is a bad boyfriend. Okay, now let me see. What I'm going to try to do is, excuse me, I am going to try to get the link. Let's see. How do I do this? I want to invite Gail from Random Life Productions. I want everybody who's here right now. I don't know how many people are here, but I want everybody who is here right now to know that this person from Random Life Productions is the most like humble person that there is. And it is the person that will go out and help the most. She's so, so, so helpful. So I wanted to invite her to this chat. I don't know how to do it, but she's super, super helpful. I mean, above and beyond. And everybody is nice here. You know, I love Marjorie. I love Laura. I love, you know, Rindy. I don't know you, but I love you. But Gail is like extraordinary. She's just like, oh, why? She's super. This is a lot that she's doing. She's really helpful. So you need to go and you need to help. You need to go and support her. I really think that you would be benefiting from supporting her because she's going to come around. She's going to help you with something. She's going to help you with something. I know she is. Now I need to know, how am I supposed to send you the link, Gail? I don't know. Okay, so I have my Google Hangouts window. And on that Google Hangouts window, you're saying that there is a way for me to send you a link. Interesting. I have no clue how that is. Let's see. I have no clue. You know, that's the other thing. That's why this boyfriend is such a bad boyfriend. It's like, he's so complicated. You know, I want an easygoing boyfriend. This Google, YouTube thing is a bad relationship. Very bad relationship. Rindy Melissa 55, that's another lady that is extraordinary. You know, she has everything that you would expect a lady to have, to be conceited, right? And like an elitist. She's the most humble. She's the most loving. She's the most generous, true, honest. Wow. Yeah, Melissa 55 is unique. Okay, now I need you to tell me on the top there should be an invite people. What the heck? Oh yeah, it is. You're a genius. You're a genius. Invite people. Then it says share the permanent link or send the email. Oh, I don't know. Let's see how this works because I don't remember if I have your, I think I have your email. I think this is it. I'm going to send it out. Something about a snail, right? Is that it? I'm going to send it to that email. I don't know who I'm sending it to. All right, I'm sending you that email. Okay. So, yeah. So that's it. That's why I'm breaking up with this very bad boyfriend with YouTube. And what that means is that I'm not going to let this YouTube control my life and tell me You know what I have to do anymore? I'm an independent woman. This is a bad boyfriend trying to control me and not respect me. Yes, Carla says that I'm right, and in a bad relationship, you can't be in a bad relationship. And YouTube offers bad relationship. Think about it that way. I think it's a great analogy. We're old enough to understand bad relationships, right? And some of us have had our share. So, YouTube is a bad communicator. Do you want a boyfriend that's a bad communicator? No. YouTube is not there when you need him. Do you want a boyfriend that's not there when you need him? No. YouTube picks other people and gives them preference over you. Yep. Not good. I mean, I can go on and I can go on with this analogy of YouTube being a bad boyfriend. So I'm breaking up with YouTube. You're done. I'm done. I am not sacrificing myself for you anymore. You're not going to take any more of my time and tell me what to do. And the what do you call it? Like the little jingle and the editing and you know what? I'm not even using my expensive camera anymore. I'm walking around with my inexpensive camera because it's easier to video like that. I am not setting up all of my lighting anymore, because I would do that to try and provide a really nice product, because I would figure, well, YouTube is going to like what I'm doing. YouTube is going to appreciate it. But that boyfriend doesn't appreciate a thing, honey. That boyfriend is so selfish. So I said, what? I work so hard for you and you don't care? You don't appreciate it? Okay, Marta, send me the link here. Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. Let me find invite people. Let's see, copy the link. Marta, send me the link here. I'm getting a message from Gail to send her the link here. And I think I've done it correctly. So Gail teaches you everything you need to know about cameras. And Gail teaches you everything you need to know about traveling and how to pack. And Gail does shout outs for you, even if you don't need them. Gail did a shout out I think it was for Mary Reed. I mean, she's wonderful. Gosh, she's such a good person. Okay, and let me see. Let's see. It's a perfect analogy, says Carla. And now it's really got me thinking. No return of affection, support, etc. That's true. No, YouTube is very cold. YouTube is a very cold boyfriend. He doesn't communicate, he doesn't bond. He's not real, He just sends you a message when he needs you. It's like, hey, jump. This is how high I want you to jump. And you're like, whoa. Yeah, a bad boyfriend. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to let this bad boyfriend take advantage of me anymore. I'm using my inexpensive camera and my selfie stick, walking around doing minimal, if any, what do you call that? Editing. Because I thought about it. I said, the people that have been with me from the beginning, those 150 comments, or okay, let's say 140, just in case I have 10 visitors that I don't know. Those are people that I've known for, since I started the channel, and they've been coming, right? I've met some people personally. Like I met Laura in person. They don't care if I have high quality videos. They like me. They're my friends, and I can talk to them. And I've spoken to them on the phone, and we're friends. Gail, you don't care if I have a high quality camera. You're my friend, right? So I'm not doing that anymore.
Well, I've got an echo. Have I got an echo or have I not got an echo?
No echo. Okay. It's great.
I think, though, as a friend, if I felt that your videos were somewhat lacking, I would tell you, because I'd have to be honest.
Yeah, but would you stop watching me?
No, absolutely not. But I might say, say, for example, you had the normal Marta standard and then it went down, I would perhaps say, challenge it and go, Marta, why have your videos gone down in standard? But that's what friends do, isn't it? Like, you want to see your friends improving.
Yeah, right. Right. But now we're going to continue with this analogy, okay?
Okay.
Now, so I have a bad boyfriend and I cook him gourmet dinners every night. And he doesn't even say thank you. You know what? No more gourmet dinners, honey. I'm popping a pizza in the oven. There you go.
Yeah, but that analogy is somewhat, hang on, that's somewhat stuck though, isn't it? Because if you're having an analogy about growing a business, it's going to be a completely different concept to growing a person, because you're growing your channel. So it's a different idea in its entirety, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I just I'm just
YouTube's like a
breaking up.
bad
I'm
YouTube's like a
breaking
bad
up. Gail, I
YouTube's
am breaking up with YouTube. YouTube
but
is a bad boyfriend.
no, he's a bad boss. YouTube is a bad boss. Because
Okay.
you work all the hours God sent and he doesn't pay you very well. So then you've got to be nice to your boss and pander to your boss, but that doesn't grow your channel. So
Okay.
what grows your channel?
All right. But now let me say something now. Okay.
I can't see the chat, by the way, because I'm on my iPad, just so you know.
Oh, all right, all right. So I am going to be honest to a degree of perhaps being hurtful to somebody, and I don't want to hurt anybody. Please excuse me if I say something that's politically incorrect, that is diplomatically not diplomatic. But a lot of people say, oh, but I don't do this. I don't do YouTube for subscription numbers. Oh, I don't do this for, they say, I just do it because I love it. Yeah, it's fun to do, but there's an end result that you achieve during this fun. And I'm sorry, I've got to say it. No, you are doing it for something. You're not doing it for nothing. You're not doing it just for fun. Everybody's doing it and they want to see results. They want to see subscriptions, they want to see views. They want to see likes. If you had 0 views, 0 subscribers, 0 likes, and you were doing this every day, you would not be a happy camper. Okay. So I don't like that either. I don't like when people are not honest. I don't think that's an honest response when people say, no, I just do it, whatever. No. So this was not a business, but I did expect certain achievement targets, and I didn't get those achievement targets. So I'm not going to put in the same work in it anymore because it's draining me, and those targets are not achievable in my opinion. Something weird is happening. It's a bad boyfriend situation. So I got to dump him. I got to leave him over at the curb. I got to say bye-bye.
But I think coming back to that, obviously everybody does YouTube for their own personal goals. And my goal, I think, when I set out to do YouTube, it was for my great niece. Now I do it and I like getting views and I like getting the feedback. Obviously, if we didn't have any subscribers or any views, we would all be discouraged. And sometimes, like, I put hours into, like, we both have work full time and we both exert a lot of effort into our videos. A video of mine can be 100 takes and 3 or 4 hours in the editing room, and I may only get 50 views. And that's really disappointing. But the thing I kind of see is that for me, it's a personal journey of personal development. So it's about where you want to go with your channel. And rather than seeing this channel as an abusive boyfriend, I see it as personal growth. And yes, I want to have more people watching my videos. However, I get used to the 50 or 60, but there are times where I'm pleasantly surprised. Like my cream tea in Fortnum and Masons has got 1,700 views right now. And the one I did about the one I did with Susan the other week has got over 800 views. So there are times when you get really inspired, and that video was quite inspirational that I did. I was like, my goodness, if you'd have said to me 6 months ago that I would have even considered having the bravery to approach her and say, do this, I wouldn't have had it. but I've learned and developed so much. So for me, as well as being that abusive boyfriend, I've got to take the positivity and, you know, meeting new people and getting to make friends, meeting Bella last week. I've got to take that positive side of that bad relationship in order to grow as an individual.
Yeah, I understand, but that's why I'm changing my the way I act, the way I not perform, the way I, what do you call it? The way I do my videos. I'm not going to use the expensive camera and all the lights that takes me just like 10 minutes just to set up. I'm not going to use all of the editing that takes me an additional, hour. Um, this boyfriend doesn't deserve all my extra work, but I like my relationships. If I were to say right now, okay, I'm just leaving, I'm skipping town, I am gonna disappear. Okay, so if I disappeared, then I wouldn't be able to talk with Gail, to say hi to Alan, to, listen to the great reviews that Laurie does. I would be like, oh my gosh, this connection is gonna go away. And that I don't want. So I have to find something that works where I can break up with this crazy, bad, evil boyfriend, YouTube, break up with him, but not break up with like his family.
But the thing is that if you look at the situation, you say, okay, but for YouTube, I wouldn't have met you. But for you, I wouldn't have met Bella. But for you, I wouldn't have met Monica. But for you, I wouldn't have met Pauline Just Living, and, met quite a few of these people now. That doesn't mean as soon as if I removed myself from YouTube, I would still have those relationships. But I'm using the forum of YouTube to express myself. And the problem is in a way you have to kind of have that conversation. Are you going to compromise the quality of what you're presenting to a lesser quality, or are you going to do less and maybe get more views? Because if you look at it, it's kind of really weird with YouTube. It's a double-edged sword, because some people only upload once a week and they get 5,000 to 7,000 views. And some people upload 5 times a week and they get 200, maybe 50 views on each video. Which person is right?
Well, you want me to tell you which person's right?
Yeah.
The person that this nasty boyfriend YouTube decides he wants to support, because he is like so, like he does whatever he wants and he's not fair and he's just terrible. So I am breaking up with him. And let me tell you, I have seen all of these training videos. I've paid for consultation. I have gone through everything, dedicating time to find out what the strategy is, what I'm supposed to do. And I've done everything. I've checked it off the list. I've approached this professionally as a business. And YouTube does not help me at all. YouTube has hindered me every step of the way. So yeah, I'm not following YouTube's rules anymore. Now I'm a rebel, kicking YouTube to the curb. I'm breaking up with YouTube, and I'm doing what I want.
What's the general consensus in the chat then? What's everybody inputting and saying?
In the chat, people say that they like the connections, but it breaks their heart that, for example, Carla, that her channel is not growing and that her views have dropped tremendously, even though she has really upped her game. And I agree with Carla. I have seen the value of her YouTube's increase and get better. We both know Pauline. You helped Pauline a lot with the value of her content and her everything was very much improved, and she worked really hard, and she's struggling with those numbers. People say keto and coffee with Marjorie says bad boyfriend's name is Al, as in algorithms. Yeah, people are still trying to suggest a good name for this bad boyfriend of YouTube. Let me see what else some people are saying to share it with you, because you don't have the benefit of the comments. Marcia says there really is more good than bad here. Meeting so many wonderful ladies. Yes, I agree. All of that is good. But I got to stop this abusive relationship with YouTube. And, that'll mean something for me that it may not mean the same for somebody else.
And so in what way are you going to change your channel dynamic?
My channel dynamic is, like I said, I used to cook gourmet for my boyfriend, and now my boyfriend's getting pizza, or he can take me out to dinner. But I'm not cooking him any more gourmet. He doesn't deserve it. So that means that instead of using my professional setup that I invested so much money in, all of my lights and my nice camera and the heavy duty editing, now I'll do something like this, which is nice and easy. You go live, you're right there, the webcam from the PC, or I'll take my other my Sony lightweight camera on my selfie stick, walk around and, like I did my airport videos. That's nice and simple. And I will also focus a lot more on Instagram. I'm doing a lot more on Instagram. It's nice. It's simple. Instagram doesn't really, it's not like they're talking to me or sending me emails or anything, but they're not a bad abusive boyfriend relationship either. They don't get in my way. They don't bother me. They let me do what I'm doing. It's not like YouTube. YouTube is bad.
Yeah, I think I was doing a live stream earlier on about like the promise of YouTube and the cost of equipment and how everybody falls into, they watch all these very successful content creators and then they go out and buy the most expensive camera, which half of them can't use. And then they learn to use it about a year afterwards, and then only to find out that their camera is out of date because the creator is using something different. And then they fall into this trap of, if I use this camera, I'm going to be very successful because I want to look like the other YouTubers, very professional. And then they get disorientated because their channel is only getting 25 views. And I think we all come in with that thinking of, oh, if only we get one viral video. And it's like, do you know how hard it is to get a viral video? It's like nigh on impossible. But some people, like Granny Monsters, had a viral video. I think she's got 7 million views on one. And another lady got a viral video by peeling off barnacles from sea creatures. She got 7 million views on that. And if you look at the most gross things like squeezing your zits, you'll get loads of views on that. And I think if Bella's still here, Beauty on a Budget got 20,000 views on a wearing a miniskirt in middle age video several months ago. So go figure.
It's true. It's true. I know. Especially those gross videos. They get a lot of views.
Yeah.
Okay. Marcia says, please look at it this way. If you put 20 people or 150 ladies in one room, those are ladies that really are enjoying what you are doing and they feel a connection with you. Marcia, that is exactly what I said a little while ago. I said, if I've got an average, I get maybe 150 150 views, and it relates directly to comments. It's not like, because I see like 1,000 views or 500 views and then 40 comments. I see that too. And we're not even going to find out, like, what does that mean? I'm not even going to go there. But, my relation between the views and the comments is pretty close.
Yeah.
So these are people that I know them from when I began, and I've established a connection. We know each other. So I don't want to lose this connection. It feels good, especially because now that they've come over to Facebook, to the Platinum YouTubers. Now I can even talk to them on the phone because through Messenger, you just text them, you talk to them on the phone. I've talked to you, right?
Yeah.
And I love that. I feel so good about that.
Yeah.
But so I don't want to lose that. But I don't want to I gotta say, I just feel uncomfortable about the other stuff. I feel uncomfortable about the other stuff. I feel uncomfortable about people, even when I compare, which I shouldn't do, shame on me. But I'm a human and I compare my channel with maybe somebody else's channel. And I see that they have, maybe close to what I have in subscribers. They're shooting up to 1,000 views and 40 comments. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? This is crazy. I'm in a relationship with a nut. YouTube is a nut and an abusive nut. Why am I here with this psychopath?
But I think, sometimes it's only natural to compare yourself, because if you think about it, the concept of beauty and aging is you're always going to compare yourself to the next person, because you'll look at their ages, because I do it, and I know that all women do it, right? You'll go, well, how old is she? Oh, she looks good for her age. Or, oh, bleed now, she looks better than me. And and then you're going into comparing and contrasting and go, well, she looks much better than me. That's why she gets more views, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying?
No, well, I don't I don't think she's prettier and that's why she gets more views.
But I'm not saying you, Marta, specifically, but there can be women out there who go, oh my days, look, she's far prettier than me. That's why she's getting views, right? Or you'll get some younger people in who are doing beauty and they're getting loads of views, and then people get insecure about that fact, and it's really hard to stand out on YouTube. You really have to have a unique selling a unique selling point. There has to be something about you that draws a crowd in, and it's very difficult in a very crowded field to stand out.
But the problem is that, okay, it's not only about having to stand out. Okay, I understand that. That's, I get that. That's branding and it's a crowded field, whatever. My channel is not only about beauty. It's more of a variety magazine.
Yeah.
I do other issues. I do social issues. I do, it's a magazine. You open up a magazine and you see things in the magazine. So, I think, and then I have this problem with AdSense where they shut me down, and I thought, well, maybe it's because I did this, and then it turns out that it wasn't because of that. It was because of something else that they say illegal clicks, and I'm like, why would I click on an ad in my channel? And then, of course, people would say, well, yeah, because if you click on an ad on your channel and you make money. Oh no, I did not do that. So, they shut me down. They don't talk to me. They don't let me, I don't understand. It's like, I don't know. They're like a dictator. It's like a really bad boyfriend that you don't argue with or look at. It's funny because he's going to smack you and you can't say anything. So I don't get any revenue, nor will I ever get any revenue from AdSense because I don't have AdSense. I've been banned from AdSense. Now,
but
wait,
sorry,
wait. I gotta finish.
Okay.
Because by the same token, I have to say I receive a lot of PR. So I can't go wah. I receive a lot of PR. Okay, I guess people like the way I do videos because they send me a lot of stuff. That's true, but it just bothers me that YouTube would be so ridiculous that they don't even speak to me. Now, AdWords, which is another department of Google, AdWords will call you on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
They will email you. They will go through as long as you need them to go through a process.
Right.
Why not AdSense? AdSense doesn't do. They're evil. They're psychotic. They're evil. I don't like it.
Is there any what's the comment? What's the conversation in the comments?
Well, the comments are saying, Marcia. Hold on, let me see. I lost a lot of comments. Sorry. Hey, Ranelyn is here. It's always good to see Ranelyn here, and she says that it takes a lot of time to do editing. Well, Eric, who says hi to everybody, and Alan Oxidine also says that it takes a lot of time to do editing, and Ranelyn says, Marta, but the friends we have made are priceless. And yes, we are reiterating and we are in full agreement that the friendships are priceless. And And I'm glad I opened the Facebook page because we can connect and talk on the phone. Oh, Ranelyn, how many hours have I been on the phone with you? So, you know, I loved the meetup that we did with Shake Up Makeup Laura. That was an excellent meetup. And Mel. And Shake Up Makeup, Laura says, I have to go, so we're saying goodbye.
Bye.
She's going to feed her husband. Well, actually, they're going out to eat. She has a good boyfriend husband. And then let's see, more hellos from different people. Let me see. Oh yeah, Alan Oxidine says that zits is really big on YouTube. Yeah, that's really bad. But it is. Anything disgusting they like.
Yeah.
And those mukbang, I can't watch mukbang. I'm on a diet. You think I'm going to watch somebody eating something yummy and suffer? No, I don't do that. And Alan says that it's funny and crazy are where it's at. Yeah, funny and crazy. Carla says that to go viral, you got to be gross, disgusting, or offensive.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you look at drama channels and you look at their views, you will see that they're growing rapidly. If they live stream, they might get 1,000 views, and that's making their YouTube hours up. But money in YouTube is not made. Either you YouTube live stream and super chat, or you YouTube live stream and you sell a brand. So if people are having a business, YouTube is just another vehicle to promote your business. You are in cloud cuckoo land if you think you are going to make an income off YouTube. And they can send you, my view is they can send you all the money, all the products that you like. Either you sell those products, or you're not making a living off YouTube. So you can I can do YouTube full time in 3 years, but I ain't going to make any money out of it unless I make it a business sharing platform.
Yeah. So Bella is asking how long I've been on YouTube. I think that I have been making videos for about 2 years. If I remember correctly, I've been making videos for 2 years. I've had a YouTube channel for a while, but I've been making YouTube for 2 years. Now, since I don't have AdSense, I'm shut down from a bunch of things because in order to have super chat, like right now, what if my friend Ranelyn felt sorry for me and she said, I'm going to send you $3 so that you can buy yourself a Starbucks coffee and feel happy. She couldn't, because I don't have super chat, because I don't have AdSense, because YouTube, the bad boyfriend, took it away from me.
However, there are ways to avoid the bad boyfriend and put a Patreon link down below. And then people will go into that Patreon PayPal. So there's a solution. Which
I have. And I have one supporter on my Patreon.
Yay!
And that's one person, because I supported her, so she supported me. We support each other. That's it. Nobody else. Yeah. Who's going to go over to my link, take all that time? No one's going to do that.
Well, you'll be surprised. I think that the thing is that if you doubt something, it never works. I think it's like YouTube. It's sort of, I think in some ways you have to believe that your channel is going to grow. And when you first start YouTube, you're quite optimistic and you're going to go, there's no way I'm going to get to 100 subscribers, right? And then you get to 100 subscribers and your big goal then is 1,000 subscribers. And I remember when you were growing, when you were like desperate to get 1,000 subscribers, Marta, you were like, oh, really got to get this 1,000 subscriber mark. Boom, you hit that target. And then it's like the next one for me is 10,000. That's going to take me years. But I think with YouTube, you've just got to enjoy the journey. And if you don't enjoy the journey and it's becoming a burden, then you have to give the journey up. Like you would with a boyfriend. Any difficult relationship, you give up or change and adapt, don't you?
Absolutely. That's why I'm kicking him to the curb. So I'm doing it totally different now. I'm doing it my way. I am calling the shots. How you doing, Crimson Fantasy and Jacqueline from Timeless Beauty? I am now calling the shots. I'm not letting this bad boyfriend that I have, this YouTube guy, decide for me how I'm going to do things. This YouTube guy is not going to tell me you have to have really nice thumbnails. Listen, I had thumbnails and YouTube didn't do a thing for me in the algorithm. I'm not going to have like the timing. My gosh, I would time things so that I would hit each benchmark according to when I had to, the introduction, the question, the follow-up, the call to action. I mean, honey, let me tell you, I did a lot of research and I would do everything perfectly. It didn't work for me. YouTube is not a good boyfriend. YouTube's a bad boyfriend. He's not supporting me. I'm kicking him to the curb. Now I'm doing it my way. I feel liberated. I'm going to do YouTube the way I want to do it. And that's it.
Go, Marta. Hi, Crimson. Just saying hi, Crimson, to my lovely Crimson Fantasy out there, who I enjoy doing duets with on Smule. And I think Marta should do a duet with Crimson on Smule. You have to do it, Marta. And everybody who's watching, Marta can sing, by the way. So if you want a singing video with Marta singing, please put Marta do a singing video or indicate the number 1. And if there's more than 10 ones, Marta will do a singing video.
Oh, no, they're all going to put 1.
Yes.
One of them is going to put 1. Now somebody's
Come on. Marta's going to do a singing video, and you can even suggest songs as well as you're going down.
Yeah.
So 1 and a song suggestion. Marta's got a really nice voice.
You're a sweetheart.
Are the ones coming up down, Marta? The ones coming up?
No, I don't see anyone. Nobody's putting any.
Oh, nobody's putting any ones. Oh no.
Rindy put a 1. Rindy put a 1. And Marsha's telling us to sing. And let me see. Okay, Amy, let me explain Patreon. Patreon is basically a website. You go to that website, you look up the person's name in that website. They have a page similar to how you would look up a person in Facebook. And then you subscribe to them. And in addition, you can commit to making a monthly payment. Like you can pay to $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, whatever you want to commit to, so that you can support that person in whatever their endeavor is. So everybody's putting ones. Amy, Ranalyn,
that's it. Rather, so
Marta.
So Marta is going to do.
I can sing. Let me sing, and then I'll get in trouble, and then they'll give me a strike.
No, they don't for a cappella. They don't for a cappella. They don't. So you can revenue share with a cappella. I checked. There's no problem with a cappella.
This YouTube guy is gonna scream at me and say, "You know I don't want you to do that. Why do you always have to do things that upset me?" Strike. Let me see. How does that? You know what my favorite song is? Rolling on the river.
So that's yeah, got it. You got it, Marta.
No, I want to remember how it starts. That's my problem. I don't remember.
I can't remember how it starts.
That's my problem too. I think it goes, if you go down to the river, that you're gonna find some people. Something, I don't know. I don't remember. I need the words. When you go down to the river, I need the words. I need the words. I need the words. I always need the words. Let's see. Let me find the words and I'll sing you that song.
Yay!
Rolling on the river, something like that.
Told you Ranalyn could sing.
Rolling on the
after this song is completed, if you have any technical geeky questions, camera questions, etc., please put them down below and we'll see if we can answer them, or YouTube type questions. Then we'll see what we can do. Yeah, because she's good. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do my best on this one. Okay, all right, here we go. I got the words on the screen. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning, primary keep on burning. Rolling, 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 rolling on the river. Cleaned a lot of plates in Memphis.
Pumped a lot of pain down in New Orleans, but I never saw the good side of the city until I hitched a ride on the riverboat Queen. Big wheels keep on turning, Proud Mary keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Ooh.
I told you that you can sing. Oh my days.
Hi. Oh, you're so funny. Okay, there's this one little song that I love. And I'm not gonna sing the whole song, but but I love this song, okay? And you guys are gonna remember if you're my age. I rode my bicycle past your window last night. I roller skated to your door at daylight. It almost seems like you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you got something I need. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try them out, you see. I've been looking around the world. You got something for me. Oh, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key.
Oh, that's completely different to the UK. It's, I got a brand new combine harvester. I'll give you the key. Yes, it's completely different. That's what I grew up with.
It's the same singer, Melanie. What?
I don't know. I think it's a group, and they remastered the song, and they called it "I Got a Brand New Combine Harvester." But if Bella's still here, she might remember the roller skate one.
Oh, it's an old song from when I was a little girl.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I think I was 10 when that kind of played here.
Yeah, a little girl. Yeah, around that age, 10. You're right. And I used to love it. I didn't get the innuendo at all. I said, yeah. I got roller skates too. So Marjorie says that the Marta show is launched. Yeah, well, this is kind of what it's going to be like, because these are easy. I'll be honest with you. These are easy. You know, you just turn on the machine and no editing.
Yeah, but you have to hold the conversation, which it kind of is hard at times. So you have to have a good subject and a good conversation, and you have to be confident, because nobody will listen to you and they'll tune out really quickly.
Well, let me tell you something I wanted to share with you guys, okay? This is very funny. And here is the headlines from the Washington Post. This made the news. Smell similar to stinky socks diverts Florida-bound flight.
What?
Yes. I looked at it and I go, what? No. What? Let me read it again. Well, passengers aboard a plane had to be diverted after some complained about a strange smell. Something like smelly socks. At least 7 people received medical treatment after complaining about chest pains. And the report said that some passengers described the smell similar to dirty socks. Okay, so they divert this plane coming from New York. They divert it to South Carolina. People have to get off. People get some medical attention. The plane gets searched all over to see, you know, where is this coming from? Hazmat people come on board. It's a whole series, a whole big deal, right?
Yep.
Now, do you want me to tell you what I think really happened? Someone took their shoes off.
Yeah. Someone did. Someone had proper smelling, bad smelling feet.
Someone took their shoes off.
Yeah.
And this whole thing started snowballing. And then the guy gets nervous. Oh, I smell something. Oh, yeah, me too. Oh, maybe it's a gas leak. Oh, yeah, me too. Then he gets anxious, anxiety, his heart beating. Oh, I have chest pains. Oh, I can't breathe. And this thing just could not be stopped.
Yeah,
because someone decided to take their shoes off and their feet were stinky. What do you think about that? Guys, don't take your shoes off if your feet are stinky. It's very easy, you know, don't, and I can tell you that I'm sure that's what happened because I'm a teacher and my students will take off their shoes in my
It's
class.
very difficult though in a
I will
plane. If
know.
you Yeah, but Marta, if you're doing a long flight, it's very difficult not to take off your shoes, even if your feet stink, because you just want to stretch your feet out as much as possible, don't you?
Of course, let's make sure your feet don't
Don't
stink.
smell. Oh, it's true.
You know, use some powder, Ammons powder, wear your best socks, go in sandals that are open and airy so that you can avoid the stinky smell. Can you imagine diverting a plane because somebody had stinky feet?
It would be embarrassing if you were the person with the stinky feet, wouldn't it? You'd be running to the toilet and spraying them with something, wouldn't you? You'd be sticking your feet down the toilet in an effort to clean them.
Well, as I read that article, I said, you know, I know it was somebody who took off their shoes. They wanted to be comfortable. You know, they're on the plane and it was hot, whatever. And then after people started complaining and it got serious, they weren't going to say, oh, uh, it's my feet. You know, they weren't going to say that.
Well, you can imagine 10 people standing up and going, I am Spartacus. I am Spartacus. Yeah.
Right, right.
So what was the response to your singing, Marta? I'm intrigued.
I don't know. I didn't look. I was looking at the lyrics because I can't remember the lyrics.
Oh.
So I don't know if they liked it, if they thought I sounded like a cat being stepped on. I don't know.
Any questions in the chat? Anything coming?
Well, Ranelyn says, yikes, stinky feet. Maybe that might go viral. Yeah, stinky feet. Marsha Wood says that you have to have airplane etiquette. Yes, you do. You know, I went on a trip recently and I'm so proud of myself. Basically, I took 3 planes to get someplace that really wasn't that far, but it was cheaper when you take the 3 planes and cheaper when you travel on a holiday. So keep that in mind if you want to save money. Marsha Wood says she loved my singing. Thank you, Marsha. You're a sweetie. So, you know, plane etiquette for me, I think it's very important that if you have a child that you know, try to have them not scream.
Yeah.
Why don't they have a children's section on a plane? Can somebody explain that to me? You go to a church, and a lot of churches have a crying room where you take the child, and it's a crying room. You hear the sermon. There's windows. You see what's going on. Everything is good, but it's a crying room. Why don't they have like a crying room section for kids? Kids are going to cry. Poor baby. Yeah. Can you imagine them being there on the plane for 2-3 hours? They're going to cry. Have a section for them.
The other one is the arms. Like, how do people who are tiny take up the biggest arm space possible? Or they develop penguin wings and you're trying to have like a shoulder rest, but they've taken like almost your seat and they're poking into your sides.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is not nice. And then you're like this. You're like, okay, yeah, I can't use that armrest.
Yeah.
I can't use that armrest. I'm going to have to sit like this for the rest of the flight. Okay. I don't understand why they don't draw, you know, like in the road, in the street, there's a line that divides the street. Hey, draw a line on that armrest so that I know which side is mine and which side is yours.
Someone else's, yeah. And the other thing I hate about planes is this one bag rule. Like, so you go on the plane and you've got your bag and it's this cabin size, and then somebody comes along with 3 bags and the plane is packed and you're kind of trying to get your bag up there and you can't get your bag up there because that selfish person has taken the extra 2 bags. So that means you have to hold your luggage.
Yeah, well, there was a fight on the plane. They didn't go up in arms about it, but yeah, there was a problem because something like that happened. And this guy, you know, was trying to put his bag up He couldn't put it up. He started moving somebody else's bag. And she got like, why are you touching my bag? My bag was there before yours. You don't leave my bag alone. I mean, it was really getting ugly. So I learned from that point on that I put my bag under the desk, the chair in front of me. That's the most practical thing. I don't have to wait to the other people get up so that I can reach into getting it. I just, get the bag. I'm ready. I'm ready to leave when that plane is deboarding, because if not, I have to wait. I have to, get the bag from up there. I have to make sure other people haven't like pushed it in and crushed it. And from now on, I'm just doing the other under the seat in front of me. Now, one of the questions that we had from Marsha is Marsha Woods is asking, what is the best tripod to use for a cell phone in a vehicle for vlogging? And that is a question for Gail.
Right, so you're using a cell phone? Well, you can use the suction cup mount, and you can put that in, and there's loads of suction cup mounts. They cost between $10 and $20. Or alternatively, you can spend you can get a little mobile camera like a GoPro, or a cheaper version of a GoPro. They cost about $100 camera, and you can get a special mount for that, stick it up, and that's the best way. If I'm car vlogging, I would use a GoPro type camera. It's easier to mount than a phone, I find, and also I can do better time lapses with a GoPro. But if you've got a cell phone, use a suction cup. It's the best way forward because it doesn't move. You see a lot of people doing vlogs, and their phone is moving back and forth. It's like watching the movement of the phone, which is very dangerous when you're driving. So I would suggest a suction cup that comes out and you don't look at the camera, you look at the road. Lots of accidents are caused by people vlogging. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. I know. I see them looking at the camera and I'm like, wait a second. Go and look straight ahead. It's not good. Monica is here. So hi, Monica.
Hey, Monica.
So there was one section that was opening up and a bag was coming out. And, and I'm waiting for the owner of the bag that is coming out to go to where the section is and close it. And they didn't. Finally, the stewardess had to go and do that. So that's like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why are people like this? I think they're spoiled. I don't know.
But alternatively, if you want to air travel, the best way forward is to find an app called Skytrax, or find a Seat Guru app and find the best seats to sit on the plane, which give you the most legroom and have seat reviews. So if you're really nerdy, you go to that level. Or if you're super nerdy, you collect status points and get upgraded to the business class or first class cabin.
Okay, well, you see what I mean? Gail knows it all.
So not really, but I know a few things about the old flying. Yeah.
Yes, you know about flying because you have flied. You have flied.
No. Flown?
No, I've flown a lot. So tell me the name of that app again, and I'm going to type it into the...
Right. The app is called Skytrax or Seat Guru. And those two apps are ones where if you're choosing a seat on the plane, or you what I tend to do is if I fly, I have a look at, if I'm going economy, I don't care too much about business. But if I'm going in the first class or premium cabins, I always check out the best seats. So you do Seat Guru and it'll give you a plane. You'll go on to your flight and what plane you're flying on. It'll give you the seat plan. All of the airlines will tell you what routes, what planes are flying what route. And then you can specify what seat you like and have a look at the different seats to find out which is more comfortable to you. Now, that may make a difference in an economy cabin, but be prepared to pay more. However, never be afraid of asking for upgrades at the airport or even on the plane, but be prepared to pay for those upgrades. They may be substantially cheaper than what you would pay for online.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Look at that. I didn't know that. So even if it's more expensive, it's never as expensive as what you would pay when you get online. I want to say hi right now to Sheila. Mwah. Sheila's another lovely lady. She just came on board. I think I have been able to say hello to everybody that has come in. We've got Sheila, we've got Ranelyn, we've got Monica, we still have Carla hanging in there. I love Carla. Carla, please say hi to Cindy. Marsha, Rindy, Alan, I don't know if he's left, but he was here. Cindy was here. Sila May was here. Oh, I don't know if she's still here, and I didn't say hi to her. So just wanted to make sure that I said hi to all of these people.
And the Two Real Chicks, I think, are coming to Ireland, and I think it's in November, but we need to confirm. If you can send Carla, if you can send Bella a message when you're coming, I'll see if I've got the time off work, and me and Bella will come and meet up with you in Ireland.
Wow, that is cool. Okay, see, this is the other thing that I want to start. We were talking about this over at the Facebook group.
Yeah, yeah.
And by the way, the Facebook group is called Platinum YouTubers. It is for women, men, whatever you are, over 40, because I think we have a particular niche and that we have certain, we need to help each other. So if you are over 40 and you have a YouTube channel, please go ahead and look up Platinum YouTubers. Now, after I did all of that, one of the things that I really want to follow up on, and I think we can do it because we're developing relationships where we feel comfortable with each other. If you're coming to Miami,
yeah,
you can stay in my house. And then if I'm going to where you are, I can stay in your house. The most expensive part of a stay is usually the stay, not the flight. Yeah. And if you get that, you're saving a lot of money. Yeah. So that's something I wanted to throw out there, and people might say, well, I don't know anybody that well that I would want to do that. And you know what? Start knowing them that well. That's the other thing. You need to start making good relationships and friendships. You really need to do that. And sometimes it takes effort. Sometimes it takes that you think, okay, I want to be this person's friend. And how should I start this friendship? What should I say? Maybe I should say, hi, how are you today? What did you do today? Anything special? And think about it and then do it. I think so. I think we need to start, closing these separations that we have in society between people. I want to tell you what happens at the gym. I go to the gym. You know that I go to the gym every day. I put little things every day about etiquette in the gym room. So I go to the gym, and these girls and ladies, mostly it's the girls, come with headsets covering themselves. They're listening to music, and they walk by you as if you were invisible. And I'm like, I'm not invisible. You just walked into the locker room. Can you at least acknowledge that I am a living being by looking at me and perhaps smiling? I don't understand why people don't do that.
Yeah. I think with YouTube it's as well, when you meet people, and that's why I put on the Platinum YouTubers about having that YouTube meetup and trying to identify places where people could get to, and then looking at booking Airbnbs and then having a conversation, because like I said, we had this meet in Birmingham and there were 10 of us, but it was really nice to get together with that group of people, and each of us had, obviously the UK is much smaller than America, and I know Americans have to travel vast distances over states, but if you're going, say, a 2-hour or 3-hour flight or a 3-hour drive, and you know that person, then it's worth exploring. And like I said, when I went to Monica's, it was a massive risk because I only knew Monica from YouTube. So it was like, oh my gosh, I'm staying with this person I haven't actually physically met. And my work colleagues were thinking I was bonkers, and they were going, well, if you don't come back, we're going to put out a missing persons report out for you. And I think Monica was getting, jibbed about it as well. But we built a fantastic relationship, and it was the same when I met Bella. It was the same when I met Pauline. And yes, there are some people that you need to actually know the person before you visit them, because obviously there's an element of trust. And I think trust is earned and gained over a period of time, so you genuinely get the feel for the person.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, I don't know if I'm the only one. Now, remember that I come from it's a pretty big city.
Mm.
There's a difference in social dynamics and
Yeah.
community dynamics when you're in a big city than when you're in a small city. When I
Hmm.
was over at Blue Hill, Maine,
Yeah.
2,600 inhabitants, everybody would stop, say hi, and have a conversation.
Yeah.
At one point, I was at a place and I needed to get a ride back. And I went into this coffee shop in the main area. I went to this coffee shop and I said, "Oh, I'm looking at my Uber app. I don't see any Uber cars. Why?" And they looked at me, they started laughing, and they said, "Well, there's no Uber here. This is a small town, honey."
Mm.
And I said, "Oh, okay. So do you have the number for the taxi cabs?" And they kept looking at me like I'm an alien. No, we don't have that either. But you know what they did have? They had that small town feeling. And they
Mm.
actually, one of them gave me a ride. They said, "I'll take you. Where are you going?" And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. And they gave me a ride. Really nice people, great conversation. Now, in Miami, that doesn't happen. You don't even get acknowledged.
Mm.
You are walking down the street, and very few people will even make eye contact with you. It's a
Yeah.
very isolating feeling. So I don't know if, not all the ladies are from small towns. Not all of them are from big towns. They're from different places. But I know that myself, I have to make an extra effort to make a connection because of the society that I'm
Mm.
interacting with. It's a very isolating society. And I enjoy it tremendously, and I appreciate it tremendously when Ranelin or somebody will text me and say, "Hey, can you chat?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely. You give me that call that you're going to
Mm.
give me and keep me on that phone for an hour. Absolutely." Because that's something you don't get in Miami. Yeah, you'll get texts back and forth. "Oh, how you doing? Good. Okay, great. Have a nice day." Whatever. Because everybody here is in such a hurry and everybody is in their own thing. I don't know how it is where you are, Gail, but here in Miami it's crazy. You don't
It's
have like come to dinner on Saturday or, let's go have coffee or we don't have that.
I think like I grew up in a small town. I'm getting an echo now.
Mm.
Oops. I grew up in a small town in, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly
Okay,
without an echo.
great. Okay, I grew up in a small town in Wales and everybody knew each other. And so in the morning you'd say hello, blah, blah, blah. And then I moved to San Diego where I didn't know anybody. So I had that big city vibe. But then coming back to London, it's so like everybody looks and stares through you and you have to kind of really make an effort to make friends because I grew up in an environment where you could knock on your neighbor's door and it'd be like, "Do you want to come in and have a cup of tea?" In London, you have to make appointments to visit your friends. So the dynamic is very, very different. However, the beauty of YouTube is irrespective of your background or who you are, you can form relationships with people from completely different worlds and environments to you. And I think that that's the beauty of it. And even though I'm not a mature beauty channel or a lifestyle channel, I'm just my own, I have my own concept, I can still relate to people from other communities. And I think that's the beauty about YouTube is, and you can meet people from other countries and that's amazing. Like, so if you live in Miami and you do a video of Miami, I'm getting a view of the world through your eyes, and you learn so many things about other countries because people are making, networking through the avenue of YouTube. It's like me meeting Monica. I learned so much more about Boston because I was able to spend 4 or 5 days with her. And actually meeting Bella was, oh, that was amazing. And doing the live stream last week with Bella and we were laughing and joking. I don't think you can put a price on that.
No, you're right. You're right. And I think that one of the elements of nutrition and health that we are really, really in grave need of is that human connection and
Mm.
that human bonding. You know, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I see it in the society. I see it. I see people that are, they're just so withdrawn and they end up being a little miserable.
Mm.
Okay, you see only the top of my head. I'm making
Mm.
coffee. But they do. They end up being miserable. You know, I can tell. I can see. I can say, wow, this person is in such a bad mood. They're so kind of mean and they're so like, you know, they don't
Mm.
smile. And I say, you know what? This person probably needs a friend.
Yeah, and you know what though I really like about YouTube is the fact you can get to meet other creative people and you can creatively collaborate, and there's so much talent on YouTube. If you think of the singers on here and the musicians on here, if I had my way, I would get somebody to write a song and do a worldwide collaboration of singers on a soundtrack is what my ultimate YouTube goal would be. Would get all of this talent together in one room and make a song.
Yeah. I
Do you know what
think
I'm saying?
I
You've got
think
so
I've
many people.
seen something like that. I've seen something like that where they have done a dance, like a dance to a song, and a little section in different parts of the world, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun, you know, to watch different people. And you know, something that you mentioned that I think is extraordinary. It's almost like online dating.
Yeah.
Going to the boyfriend analogy. What is it with me? Oh my gosh. Okay, but it's almost like online dating because, you know, I get to meet people that I would not have been able to meet any other way. Not only because they're living in another country, let's say, but also because they're from a different, you know, circle of society.
Yeah.
So maybe they're from a different religion, or maybe they're from a different social economic
Yeah.
background, or whatever it is, you know. Maybe they have different hobbies, so I would never have seen them or met them. So I think that is really cool, you know. Somebody mentions little poet writes songs. Yes, you know, she writes songs. I mean, Gail did a wonderful video, and this is what I mean about Gail. You know, she's gonna, I don't know, Gail, what you're gonna think, because you know that I'm always touting and giving you kudos, you know that, but
Yeah.
it's the truth. I'm like, you know, I can't help it. Gail, without anybody asking her, without anybody mentioning it, just out of all of a sudden a spontaneous act of goodness, because that's Gail, she decides to do a video and uses one of um, Susan's song, one of Little Poet's song. You know, she's like wonderful. And, you know, that is Gail. So that's why I always tell everybody, be a friend of Gail. She's a good friend to have. She's a good friend to have.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do my best, Marta.
You are a good friend. You know, I mean, I have asked for favors and people will say no. And I have asked for favors just to say, you know what, it can't hurt to ask. And I've gotten a surprise. I've said, wow, this person said yes without even thinking twice, no blink,
Mm.
and just said yes. And then other people, you don't even have to ask, and they're offering. People are different, and you have to look at that, because I've learned, I might do a video on what happened to me, but something serious happened to me just recently, really serious. And it turned out really good, but it could have gone, oh my God,
Horribly
it could
wrong.
have been, oh, I'm talking fatally wrong, all right?
Wow.
So it gave me, during that time span, it gave me a perspective on life and on what mattered, and on my, even how I, you know, how I treated people even. Oh, totally different. It turned me around 360. And you know, it's almost like, yeah, I'm kind of glad this happened. It was very tormenting. But I'll just give you a little clue. I don't want to go into the whole thing, but it was like a misdiagnosis, and it was like a fatal type of situation. So for that time that I was under that impression, everything changed.
Mm.
Everything was different. somebody's knocking at the door.
Someone's ringing a bell.
Yeah, it's like the song, someone's knocking at my door. Let me go get it, and you take over, Gail.
Oh, look, we can see. Should we see who Marta's and who the phone is? I can't read the conversation. So excuse me that I can't read the conversation. But if you want Marta to sing some more or make some more videos, right? Just write Marta sing a song down below. She's not listening right now, so Marta sing a song, okay? And also, when she finishes this live stream, can you put that comment down below? Because I'm always up to mischief, me. I even hijacked somebody's live stream last week. So, Marta, can you sing down below, all right?
What? What are you doing? I heard something funny. You're whispering.
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm being behaved.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm being very well behaved. I promise you.
Well, they were trying to sell me some. What were they trying to sell? AT&T subscription.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna buy that. So okay, it says Lori says I lost my interest for a bit. Joy, I understand. I had so much going on here and wasn't liking things on YouTube lately. Some people are so cruel. This world seems more compassion. This world needs more compassion. I keep saying it. You're right. You're right. I wanted to do a series, a video where you would like. I'm still mulling it over in my head, but a video where I would, you know how you do tag videos?
Yeah.
Instead of tagging somebody to, answer questions or something like that, I wanted to do a tag. Do 3 acts of kindness to strangers today, and then come and tell me what you did, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I said, that's the kind of tag I think I want to do. I think I want to focus. After what I went through, I think I don't want to waste my precious time on bad boyfriends. And I think I want to try and do things that are happy and joyful for others and myself. So, for example, a tag like that would be so cool. I would say something I did. If I'm starting it, I would have to say, okay, today, 3 things that I did as random acts of kindness were this, this, and this, make it as interesting as possible. And then I'm going to tag so-and-so to do these 3 things. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, I think that would be, I think do something nice for somebody, or do a creative shout out for somebody, and it's not going to be like, oh, this channel's really good. Think of a video that you can do that's really nice for another channel, where it's taking you time and investment to do it. Because when you get the responses, and it's not like I'm do videos to get responses, but when you get a comment that you've done something and somebody writes the word tears, it's like, holy crap, that act of kindness had an impact on a person's life.
Yes.
And to me, that's kind of really what community is about. It's kind of going, there's a term going above and beyond. And I think as creators, sometimes if we go above and beyond what's expected, we surprise ourselves. And it means that if you make a person feel good, they'll make others feel good. And it has that perpetual feeling. And I feel a lot of people now are discouraged about this YouTube algorithm. They're discouraged about their views. Let's start being kind to each other, or let's start doing these creative shout outs, and let's see if those videos really impact and help those people grow, because it's all about helping people grow, but not being discouraged on that journey. Because we have our friends, we have our networks, and if we're building people's confidence and building people up, then hopefully it'll give people momentum to get people. If you lose passion for something, people sense that losing passion, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. So Amy says she wants me to sing Windy. I can't believe it. That song is so old. I love it, but I don't remember the tone, the song, the way it went. I remember like, everyone knows it's windy, but I don't remember like the rest of it. Windy. I have the lyrics in front of me, but I can't get the the little song in my head to follow the tone. But I remember that song, Amy. I like that song. See? Yeah, I like it. I think it's a great idea to do things that are more meaningful. Now, you all know if you've been watching my channel, you know that I've been sneaking in a couple of videos that are videos of impact to the society. But you don't have to just do community videos. You can do videos like what Gail was saying, and that is even more important, to do a surprise like that where you do something for a person. They'll never forget that, and you don't know how much they may have needed that.
Yeah.
And today when I was I'm getting a phone call, but I won't get it. I'm not answering it. Today when I was at the gym, that's one of the things I was thinking about. I was saying, you know, people don't know how much a hello and a smile may impact the other person. You know, it may seem insignificant, but you don't know what that person is going through. And, you know, saying something nice to them may go a long way and be extremely meaningful.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, Amy, I'm gonna have to like listen to the song because I remember like everyone knows it's windy, but I don't remember the rest of it. And
I
yet,
don't even know that song.
favorite
I don't know
songs,
it.
right? It was one of those feel-good songs. I don't remember it.
That must be an American one because I have no idea what you're singing.
Really?
No,
Well,
absolutely no.
yeah, it's a nice old song. It's a nice old song. Those are the songs I remember the best, the old ones. The new ones I'm not very good at remembering. Like I remember this one, raindrops keep falling on my
Oh,
head.
God, that is so old, that one. That's like, you know, when you kind of like are about 8 or 9 and you remember all the words. Like when I was
Yeah.
younger, I was really good at remembering words for songs. Like as I've gotten older, I can't remember them as well. Like you hear a song when you've like as a kid, like Michael Jackson or any of the Duran Duran songs. I can memorize them. The new songs, I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, I don't know. Miss Loretta is here. How you doing, honey? She's a sweetheart. There's another person that's very supportive. And somebody else, Joyful Beauty Channel. She's here. Joyful Beauty Channel. She's from Puerto Rico, so she speaks English and Spanish. You know,
Spanish,
I
yeah.
speak both English and Spanish. I do not know the song Down Below. I don't even know if I've heard that
I
song
haven't
before.
heard that
I
song.
don't I don't know. But Amy seems to be like the expert. If we have a song game, we're gonna have to have Amy Rawls be the coordinator because
Marta, you need to have a karaoke night and demonetize the live stream.
have a karaoke night and what?
And
I don't
demonetize the
I don't
stream.
have monetization.
Well,
I'm
then you.
great for all of that. I have no
Oh, that's
monetization.
cool. And you can do a karaoke stream and not get banned.
Mm, yeah, they'll give me a strike anyway. You know that's YouTube is a bad boyfriend. And
Yeah, but
he hates you. YouTube is an abusive boyfriend. YouTube is like a narcissist boyfriend. I'm running out of battery. I need to connect my computer. Hold on. You talk.
Marta is now. I'm losing my voice as well. Marta is now connecting her thing to the channel. Anyway, another quick question. If any of you have any technology questions in relation to cameras, equipment, editing, whatever, or how to improve your videos in relation to technology, I'll get Marta to read the comments when she comes back, but please put them down below. And like I was saying about getting demotivated about demonetization, you just have to be positive and work hard and believe in what you're doing. Because I'm a believer in if you work hard, they will come. And that's, I don't know where that's from, but if you work hard, they will come. And I believe in that. And although my channel is not growing as quickly as anybody else's, my views are going up and up and up. And that's what it's all about, folks. And if you want Marta to do a karaoke, please put one down below.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to go ahead and we're gonna do one of those tags where it is a 3 random acts of kindness. Once you get tagged, you've got to do the 3 random acts of kindness. And then you've got to tag, I guess, what do you think? 3 people, right?
Yeah, you tag 3 people, but you can do the random acts of kindness in a period of 2 or 3 days or maybe longer. So as long as you do 3 acts of kindness with no time scale, because sometimes if you feel like you have to do it in a day, you'll rush it. So do it in a period and really think about 3 acts of kindness that either hello or something significant, because I think it's going to make, I think one of the acts of kindness which has an impact is really going to have an impact on you and your positivity as well.
Okay, well, all right. So Rindy Harrison says, how do you get strikes when you violate certain rules of YouTube that are really complicated to understand anyway? You get strikes, and even if you don't violate them, but they think you violate them, you get strikes. And one of those strikes is copyright. So if I put music on that doesn't belong to me, that is a possible strike. If I put a video promoting hate, that is a possible strike. And then you also get like banned for, not banned, but suspended for a certain period of time. The name of those apps again for the traveling people, what were they?
There was Seat Guru and Skytrax, which are really good plane seating apps. If you're a real travel nerd, just leave a load of comments down below and I'll try and answer the questions in the comments after this live stream. But I travel quite a bit. I very rarely travel in economy long haul. I've just learned a few little tricks of the trade which have helped me in my travels. And now the dollar versus the pound is good. So travel to Europe because you're going to get some good deals, just saying.
Mm. Well, that's good. Well, I'm going to be traveling from now on for sure. I'm going to be doing everything differently from now on for sure, because I liked that scare that I got. It gave me. I mean, I think I had a pretty good attitude before, but now I'm flying now. So yeah, I think sometimes you need something like that to happen.
I have some news, Marta.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm staying in the same job. However, I am now becoming, I'm starting a little attachment in November. I'm now going to become a leadership coach.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. So I get to do standing up in front of classes and teaching people and also doing telephone consultations as well. And I get a coaching qualification in the end. So I'm super excited about that.
Good. I think that's great. Now, congratulations. And I think that it goes perfectly with your personality because, like I said before, you're a person that just, loves to help. And, you helped me pack my camera. I was so nervous. I'm like, what am I supposed to put? What do I take? What do I not take? And eventually, and you know what I did? I put it all in my book bag.
Yeah.
I put both the cameras in there in the book bag. I used both the cameras because there were some beautiful images that I wanted to take really pretty pictures of.
Yeah.
I hung the camera from me and I put the other one, the HDSL, in my purse.
Yeah.
So I was set to go. I was good. I was good and I enjoyed it. Now, it was very difficult then to remember, okay, which shot did I have on my DSLR?
Yeah.
Which one did I have on my camera and how am I going to put them together? That was a little difficult. And when I was doing the video on the Mel Reese Park that people want to build commercial stuff on there, I broke my selfie stick. So I got a new selfie stick, really good one with a tripod attached.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent selfie stick. So, I'm liking it very much. Somebody here said, let's see, Carla, she would like you, Carla from Two Real Chicks would like you to help her, giving her some, let me see, help her with something, but I forgot what. Oh my gosh, Carla, you still don't know how to work that camera? Carla, you got that camera before I got mine. I got mine because you had gotten yours.
Oh, is this the Canon Rebel one?
Yeah, she needs some help with that one.
In what sense? What does she need help with?
You know how to use it and things like that. How to use it. She, you know what? I'll bet you, Carla, are you just like a little bit like afraid of it because it's so fancy? Is that what's happening to you? Because I know that's what happened to me. I was a little afraid of it. And then I said, I can't be afraid of a camera.
Mm.
And I turned on some YouTube videos and I just said, okay, let's see what they're doing and let's do the same thing. And that's it. Like kind of like flying. I was totally afraid of flying. I didn't even want to. It took me 3 weeks to buy the
Oh my.
I didn't even want to do that. I called my friend where I was going to stay. I said, listen, just go over it with me on how to buy the ticket. Let me go online and you talk me through it. That's how afraid I was. That's how frozen I was. I was
Yeah.
like, anxiety, right? And he said, okay, like this is a weird request. I go, yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. It makes me nervous. So he walked me through it. And then I said, oh, nothing's happening to me. I'm not like, there's no green monsters here. And I was able to do it. And I bought a really good ticket. And I got all these connections and I survived them. And I even vlogged through the airport and I wasn't even embarrassed. And I was so proud of myself. So proud. So, Carla, you're going to be so proud of yourself too when you learn how to deal with that.
I think the thing with the Canon, the DSLR camera, is people buy it and go, it's going to be easy because I've used my compact camera and I can use that. And then they get the DSLR and they go, oh hell, it's got all these buttons on the top. I don't know what to do with that. And I've got to do video now. So my suggestion is literally start in autofocus and just go out and film and film and film and film. It doesn't matter what you film. It doesn't matter how crappy it looks, just film. And also, if you're using the Canon cameras, most of the time, they will give you the 15 to 45 kit lens, which is what you'll get with your camera, I think. The 15 to 45 is standard on the Canon. What I would suggest to do is either get the 40mm or the 24mm because they're really good at street photography. If you need anything about that, again, Carl, leave the questions down below. Send if you want to give Marta your email address, I can send you some stuff that I've bought that's really helped me with my Canon camera. If you go out and you want to vlog, either use one of these little Rode mics like this to put on the top of the camera or use a lavalier mic. Once you get more confident on it, you can start using the manual focus. So for my macro photography, I use the manual focus. And I've got a special macro lens, but I put that normally on my smaller cameras. But you can use those on your Canon, on your Rebel camera. So that's my advice because I was making some really rubbish videos when I first started, and it takes about 10,000 hours of video to actually get to making acceptable content. It's like photographs. You have to do about 10,000 hours, 10,000 photos before you're going to get to be a decent photographer. It's practice, practice, practice. And don't be afraid of trying things out with your camera. Like for me, I'll go out and I'll take shots and I take risks because I take risk on angles. And sometimes you'll get really crappy angles, but sometimes they come out really, really fantastic. And as for editing, go creative. I use LumaFusion. I use my iMovie and I use a quick app and I use my iPad apps. And all of my apps cost less than $20 US, all my editing apps.
Yeah, Gail's very good. Gail gave a what do you call it? Like a seminar, Gail. It was a seminar. And I think you should do another seminar. I think you should do another workshop on Facebook.
Yeah.
I really do. I think you should like schedule something and do another one.
I think I'll do another workshop, but if people want me to do a workshop, what I want to have is a whole list of questions, because obviously one of the biggest things I'm getting now, because Mary Ellen actually was talking about how to mount cameras in a car. I want to get people using GoPros because I think they're really good when you're doing car vlogs because of the way you can position them, what you can get with them, especially for time-lapse videos and hyperlapse videos, which is really good. I want to teach people about tripods, what's the best tripod. I haven't got into droning yet, so I can't quite teach droning, but I know a load of guys who know a good few things about droning. But I can teach you about monopods. I can teach you about phone stabilizers, which is the Osmo, etc., etc. I know a little bit about editing. I don't do any of the expensive program editing because I feel with what I'm doing, I don't need it, but I can still produce some reasonably good quality videos. And I do outside videos. I do outside vlogs. I do London lives. I'm not saying I'm the best videographer in the world, but I work hard at my craft, and basically I'm hoping that over the next couple of years I'm going to take it to another level. So if you have any questions or want me to do a tech talk, please list down what you want me to talk about, and then I can prepare something, because a lot of my talks are from the top of my head. But if I'm given time and if I can schedule something where you can ask me live questions, I'll make myself available to do that.
All right, that's great. So now, yeah, Twilight Zone, that was it. We're trying to remember the series where on the wing of the plane there was a gargoyle, and this man who was the passenger sitting there, was trying to alert everybody, there's something on the plane, there's something on the plane. Nobody would listen. And I just sat on the wing side for all of the flights. So I was looking at that wing and I was wondering, I was visualizing the gargoyle. I was like, wow, imagine if I really saw a gargoyle there. They're not going to believe me. Now, I got my purse out because I wanted to show you, even though I'm not doing what's in my purse, I'm not doing that video. I want to show you what I do put in my purse. And I'm going to show you what I put in my purse. In my purse, like a standard, is my camera. So I have my camera. And I just bought this selfie stick.
That's clever.
It's a great selfie stick. Now, this camera was the camera that I replaced. I'm going to try and take this out because I want to show you something about this selfie stick. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't take it out. So this is the camera that I replaced. This one cost me, you can buy this one. This is a Sony 406 or something. I can't remember. 405. This is a Sony HDR CX405. And I replaced this one because I wanted to have a higher quality video. So like I broke up with an old boyfriend because I thought the new one would be better. Yeah, the new camera is excellent. The quality is excellent, but it's a different kind of camera. Nobody told me that with the Rebel cameras, you can't just videotape for more than 59 minutes. You can't, because they're made to stop at 59 minutes. Now I'm going to show you this. This is excellent. I love it because you can set this on the table like that. And then you can, I don't know if you can see this because my video is lagging. So you set it on the table like that. And then here you have a tripod.
That's clever.
So in addition to having your selfie stick, you have a tripod. The other thing that I like about this is that the tripod is thick. So you have a nice grasp on it. And you pull it out like this. I'm having trouble pulling it out. You pull it out like this. I think it goes one more here, but I don't know. Let's see. No, that's about it. Oh, yeah. This is the other feature that I'm not going to use because this camera doesn't have that feature. But if you can see, well, first look at the length. It's pretty good. I like it. It's going to be good for me. I don't need anything longer. Very pretty and stylish. But if you look over here, you see this little thingamajig here? This controls your Bluetooth on your camera. My camera does not have Bluetooth. But if it had Bluetooth, I could set up my camera on its tripod somewhere, and then I could take out this section, and I could control the Bluetooth. I don't know how to take out this, but you take this out. Don't ask me how. Okay. Oh, I know. You go like this.
Yeah, what's that?
Now you do it. Silly me. There you go. So you see, this is a remote control. This can be a tripod anywhere I want. And then I have a really nifty thing. So if you
so what you can do with that then, that remote control, does that camera then move around?
no, it controls the camera.
Oh, so it
and turns it off.
Oh, cool.
So this would be either a selfie stick, or I would be using it as a tripod.
Yeah.
And then I would be turning it on and off with this.
Cool.
So you know how sometimes you have the camera very far away, and then you have to kind of you eliminate all of that reaching and going, and you just turn it on and off. I won't be using it because this camera does not have Bluetooth, but you can use it with your phone in addition to having and then you just store it right back here. It's super practical. So this section is holding my phone because it's made specifically, holding my camera. It's made specifically to hold the camera. However, it also has an attachment that's made specifically to hold your cell phone. Now, I think it was Marcia who asked about some kind of a holder. I don't know if this is the type of holder that it might be good for her. But this is an excellent compact 3-in-1 selfie stick. Excellent. And I think it costs maybe $20.
That's cool.
And it's sturdy. So
that's good.
Yeah. I suggest this to everybody. It is so good. So good. Okay, so Ranelyn wants to know, does it have a screen to see what is in your view? So she's asking me about the camera. This is I believe 180, 170, a very inexpensive camera. You've been watching the videos I've made, all of the videos that I did in the airport. We're done with this camera, very inexpensive. And yes, it does have, you twirl this out and you can see this way, or you can see this way. So yes, it does. You can snap a picture mid-video as well, or you could snap pictures. So it'll take pictures and it'll also be a video camera. Very inexpensive. This is a great camera to start with if you're starting a YouTube channel. And if you're breaking up with YouTube boyfriends, this is a great camera because it's so practical and so easy. I connect this section to my computer and it automatically downloads my pictures, my video pictures, whatever. Very easy. So Lori says she's got to go because she needs to finish dinner and take care of her brother. And also the cat is hungry. Lori, you need to go feed that cat.
Yeah, good night. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, and then Rindy says that what I'm using looks like what Tati, oops, I just lost the comment. I lost it somewhere. It disappeared. Oh, Tati Westbrook uses during wear test checks in the car. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Wear test check in the car. I don't know.
I don't either. I'm totally confused.com here.
Yeah. But this is so easy to do vlogging with. You know, I don't want to use my Rebel. And I mean, if I were to put my Rebel on this, I couldn't extend it because of the weight makes it too difficult.
Too heavy, yeah.
So the balance would be off. I could extend it maybe up to here, maybe. Or I would have to buy a specific type of stick that would be too big and heavy for me. Listen, I can't even open cans. You know, I got to get somebody, hey, can you open this for me? It's really bad. So this is the best I can do. This is super lightweight. So whenever I go do a vlog, this is what I'm using. When I'm walking around, this is what I'm using. And because I happen to have, you know, nice roomy purses, you know, it just goes right in there. It just fits in my purse.
It just dives right in there.
it's like in there, and something happens, I can video it and sell it to a news channel station. So, it's all good. I think it's good. Let's see what some of these videos say, because I haven't. Oh, a makeup wear test. Oh, I see. So Tati Westbrook will do a makeup wear test with one of these types of cameras. Yeah, this design for this camera is a, I think it's what they call an HDSLR, I don't know, something like that. And it's specific for videoing.
Mm.
Whereas my understanding, what I've learned, the Canon Rebel, which everybody was promoting, I called the manufacturer for asking. I called them. I said, why is my camera turning off? And then they said, well, it's supposed to turn off 59 minutes. And that's it. That's all you're going to get. I go, well, then it's not supposed to be. Then it's not going to be the best video camera I can get. Because if I'm videoing a long event, then it's not the best camera to have for a long event. So you learn. It's like Gail said, you've got to take it easy, take it slow, start with something that is not that complicated. And then little by little, when you learn, then you can go to the next thing. Now that I know that, I think I would have purchased, instead of a Rebel, a camera like the one I have, but a better quality one that would not stop at 59 minutes. I don't know.
I think the thing is, though, to be honest, if you're doing an event, you're not going to have that camera going for 59 minutes anyway. You're probably going to have short spurts, because unless you're seriously filmmaking an event, and then you would probably get a more expensive camera that had dual slots. If you were like a professional, that would be the time where I would say that. The other consideration is, as well, if you're just starting off, is you can get secondhand stuff. So Canon Rebels, because there's been so many new Canon cameras coming out now, secondhand, you can get those really inexpensively. And also secondhand lenses, if you're like really picky about lenses, you can pick up cheap from Amazon or eBay. So it's well worth a look. And I managed to pick up, I got this because it was so inexpensive. This is the Canon M10, which is the entry-level Canon M10, which I got on sale for £150. And I was like, are you kidding me? And this thing has interchangeable lenses. So it works just like your DSLR camera, same principles. And I picked that up for $150. It doesn't have the external mic, but the picture quality is almost as good as my £600 camera. So for me, if you're starting out or you're thinking about cameras, the most expensive one may not be the best for you until you learn your art. And even then, you might be really good with this inexpensive camera and develop really good videos, because over time, your editing will improve and your presentation will improve, I feel, on YouTube. I think it's like a personal development channel, YouTube, really, because you have to develop aspects of your character. Well, you do, don't you? Because presenting, you have to have a degree of confidence. Making videos, you have to learn about how to do all this stuff. And also, I think it keeps, when you're getting older, it keeps you tech savvy, because people are looking at me at work and going, you do camera work, you do video work, how do you know so much about cameras? You're a geek. And I'm thinking, fantastic. I'm in my 50s and people are thinking I'm a geek. And I know more about cameras than the average 20-year-old man in my workplace, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And that keeps your brain active. And, you continue to learn, which keeps you, bright.
Yeah.
Establishing those new connections.
Do you know what was amazing about this as well? I had been given a lot of people teasing me and all sorts of stuff about my YouTube channel at work. I was getting right ribbed. And a few weeks ago, a guy approached me who is actually a very talented poet. And he goes, Gail, I've written this poem, and it was about somebody's brother who died. What did you think about it? And I said, that's amazing. You're really talented. And then he started asking me about cameras and what cameras he could use and about video ideas. And I thought, oh my goodness, I never expected that to happen. But here's this guy who is being completely vulnerable because I'm doing something that goes so far against the grain. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. Yeah. And that's surprising because sometimes you're right. You wonder, all of a sudden somebody will ask you for help when they know everything else, and you're like, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't feel like I don't know. And all I know about cameras and photography is what I've picked up myself. I don't say I'm an expert in any way, shape, or form. I'm pretty good at tech and I'm pretty good at getting stuff sorted. But again, don't take my word verbatim. Check it out. If I'm wrong, please come back to me, criticize me. I can take it. I'm a big girl. But if I say something like half of the time, I think a lot of people will go immediately because they'll see another YouTuber and they'll go, that channel uses that camera. Therefore, I'm going to have as many viewers going in my channel because I'm using that camera. Hell no. It's about what you do with the equipment you have and how you present and how you grow as an individual. That's going to get you people coming back to you.
Yeah. But it's also about the boyfriend.
Yeah, it's also about the boyfriend, but you need to
It's also about the boyfriend.
you need to manipulate the boyfriend a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Slap him around. Be abusive
Yeah.
to the boyfriend. Those of you who were not here earlier and don't have the analogy, I am using an analogy, YouTube and Google company as a bad boyfriend because it's got everything a bad boyfriend has. Bad communication, they don't pay attention to you. They're selfish. It's all about them. I mean, it's a bad boyfriend relationship. Okay,
Yeah.
so Rana Lynn asked a couple of questions. She said, okay, Rana Lynn, I'll go ahead and put the selfie stick link and the camera link. I'll go ahead and put that in the description when this video is uploaded. Right now, I have put, and I'm going to put my affiliate link. What can I tell you? So that's my affiliate link for the selfie stick. And then I'll put another affiliate link for the camera. But she did ask a question about whether the camera had a pause. Now, if you're asking if it has a pause as you're taking a video, no, you would stop it and start again. But if it has a pause while you're watching a video in the camera, which you can, of course, watch something that you have videoed, yes, you can pause it and then go again and continue watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's, I think with anything, with some of the cameras, they only have this half-hour picture taking thing. I think some of the Canons only go for half hour. But if you think about it realistically, if you film something for half an hour as a YouTuber, it's going to be very, very boring. And what you have to remember is if you're in a car and you're filming a landscape, don't be on that landscape for half an hour, like for longer than a minute, and change the shots. You cut the shots every so often. So if you do a straight line, so you do a line of 100 meters, you walk 100 yards, you walk 20, you stop. You then go on to 60, you stop, and then you then go on to 80 and stop. So you have 3 segments of that video, which means you're going on a journey rather than you're taking half an hour to get to that journey and you're losing your audience because your audience is not retaining the retention. So the skill is deceiving your audience into that video is actually got some movement. Because a lot of people let themselves down in the vlogs because they just say, let's go on this journey. And all you see is these green hills. And you're like, I'm bored of this hill now. Let me move on to something else. Let me see something else. You see what I'm saying? Especially with vlogs that are moving. So when I did the Q one, I had Ginger Monster move in certain angles. So when you saw it, you were always seeing her on a different aspect of that journey, which made that video more engaging because I'm switching the movement of that video.
Yeah, she's a trooper. It's almost like she ignores you and like, okay, whatever. Just what do you want? What do you want? I walk? Okay, I'm walking. She's such a trooper.
Don't. I think the thing is, you see, my friend Jane really is bossy as anything. So when we go out and we film, it's like 2 real chicks. When we go out and film, she was like, well, I had a video, I was editing in the 80s, I was good at this. And I'm going, well, take a camera and go film. And she doesn't. So she likes the fact that I tell her what to do, and then she'll come back and tell me how to edit, or if she doesn't like something, she criticizes. So I have friends who really bash my videos and say if it's not good, they bash it. And I love that, because it's like, Gail, that was rubbish. Gail, you should do this in your video. Gail, I don't enjoy that. So I think if you've got friends who can, because you get comments and you're going, really? I know this was rubbish. Please be honest. Or I know I wasn't right here. I'd rather you, do you know what I'm saying? Because people like to be nice, because it's like, I want to be nice to that channel instead of having that confidence to constructively criticize, because criticism on YouTube is also a positive thing. It's not a negative. It depends on how it's delivered, like any messages, isn't it, really?
Yeah, that's true. So Carla from Two Real Chicks, which is another great person I consider like my friend. We've had very nice, meaningful conversations on the phone. She's got to go. She says she's not feeling well, so she had a great time.
Great.
And,
thank you for coming in.
Yeah, we all hope that you feel better. Really, really do. You know what? The process of learning a new task is so good for you. I totally get that. It really is good for you. And sometimes, and I think this is basically what I've done, I have learned about the lighting, about the camera, about how to get a better quality. And now, okay, I don't need that now, and I'm okay with it. My dad used to tell me, my dad was an intellectual, and he was all about education. And he used to tell me, you have got to know about different perspectives of life, of religion, of policy, of politics, of philosophy, of, you've got to know everything. You've got to be very well educated. You have to know manners. You have to know all of these things. After you know them all, then you can choose to not abide by a certain doctrine or policy or whatever. Then you can choose to do whatever you want. But you first got to know so that you know what to choose from. And, you know, I said, yeah, he's right. He's right. If you don't know, you don't know what you're saying no to. So you kind of have to give yourself, like you said, Gail, you've got to be, you know, educated. You've got to learn the tasks, how to do them, the strategies. And then if you want, then you can say, okay, fine, I know how to do it. I'm just not interested in doing it.
And also one of the biggest limitations to people actually growing on YouTube is fear. And I say that because people are scared of editing. They're scared of a camera. They're scared of doing something out of their comfort zone. And I think for me, it's like anything in career. You know, you work on your career, and it's like there's situations where I've had to present to some very senior people, and I'm absolutely bricking it, because I'm going, if I make a mistake here, I'm going to look like an idiot. And you do something and you go, God, that was really good. And I've overcome my fear. And I think for YouTube, and especially with the maturer community, and I'm part of that because I'm over 50 now, is that fear of, if I do it this way, people are going to not like it, or I'm scared, I don't know what I'm doing. And I think that's a very big limiter in this community. It's a limiter of all ages. I see it in my profession, where people don't want to do something because they're scared of the unknown. But when they step over the unknown, their personal development and their channel just you know what I mean? They grow as a person, and their channel grows because they've overcome that fear.
I don't know. I think the person grows, but I'm really, this boyfriend YouTube is not good. I'm not defending him on anything. I don't like the boyfriend. I don't like him. I think
you're down on that boyfriend of yours, aren't you?
He's a no good, cheat, lying. I don't want to have anything to do with that boyfriend. I don't like him. He's a cheater, and he's a rascal. I don't like him. He's really bad. I don't want to have anything to do with him. I am burning his pictures.
She's taking the YouTube sign down.
I'm going to take his clothes out of the closet and rip it and cut it into pieces.
Marta, are there any more comments or questions? It's about 20 to 11 here in the
Yeah.
UK. Are
Oh,
there any more?
I gotta go too. Well, Ranelyn says she used to be scared of editing, and Jim used to do it for her, but now she does it herself. That way I am brave to be creative and add music I like in it. That way I am brave.
Yeah, she's using her creative freedom to express herself rather than relying on somebody else who may not interpret what she wants on the video. God, that was good. Right, anyway.
Yeah. So you're right. It is getting a little late for me. I'm actually going to be going to a concert later on, so I want to get ready. And I've had a couple of phone calls I want to answer. So it was so wonderful that you're here, Gail, and that you were teaming up with me. I'm going to be probably doing videos like this, very simple videos, and that's how I'm going to run it for now. So
Great.
I hope everybody enjoyed themselves.
Thank you for having me in, Marta.
Alrighty. Okay, everybody. I love you, Ranelyn. Thank you for being here, Ranelyn. Next time I gotta pull you up. I need to have your email handy and everything so I can pull you in, because I guess I missed it this time. But next time you're coming in, you can't say no. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, as I try and figure out how to hang up, because that is always my problem. But I will figure it out.
Press the X in the corner. Press the X in the corner.